Right, hello. This is a video on how to put together a photography board using Photoshop. So I will just share the screen. So you first go up to File, and then New. This is on Photoshop. And then you do the whole thing of typing in these sizes here. Now this is up on my wall. You have to make sure that this is centimeters up here, and this is inches down here. Okay, centimeters, inches. So the width is 60 centimeters. This is on the wall, remember. Height is 80 centimeters. This is so when it prints out, it'll actually fit onto the A1 boards. And the resolution is inches, pixels per inch, and it's 300. Depending on your program, it might default to 300, but you always check those things, centimeters, inches, and then you should be fine. Go create. And it will create a big board for you, and that's the size of your folio board for one board. Okay, so that's the first thing we do. If you ever need to check that, you go up to image, you go to image size, and then it will show you that you've done it. So I have centimeters and then inches for the resolutions. That's all cool. Come and see me if you've done it wrong, and we can change it, and that's all fine. Okay, so what the next thing is we do is we don't do the work on here. We do the work separately on tabs up the top, and then we put the work on there. I'll show you what I mean. Go File, Open, and we will go and find something else here. Let's have a look. There's a piece of artwork, and we go Open. So we're opening it up, and it will open up on a different tab up the top here. And so then what we're going to be doing with that different tab is we'll be editing on here. Now, depending on your artist models, and I've got lots of different videos on how to do artist models, that will depend on how you edit it. The basic things you guys are going to be doing is this tool here, which is the crop tool. And you move things in, get it how you want, and then you hit the big tick up the top here, and it will crop it down. So you get it how the size that you want. You then get the select tool, this one here, select the whole thing. So you start off to one side, go over the top of it, edit, copy, go back to our board, edit, paste. And there's our thing there. Depending on the size of it, it might be different sizes. So you click on the move tool here, make sure this little show transformations things is up the top here, and you'll see those little things in the corner. You're then moving this thing around, going to the corners and making it on your board. Now it'll be a little bit pixelated to start off with, but once you hit the tick up here, it will go high res. You can see here it's doing this kind of clunky thing because it's trying to be nice and trying to line things up for you. If you want fine motor ones, fine little details, then you have the little arrow keys, and you can very easily move it around and get it exactly right rather than it being clunking around. And you click the tick, and then it's all done. So the last thing we have to do, so you're opening your work on separate tabs, as I said, opening up your folders, manipulating them to your artist model, cropping them down to so they're the right size, and you're sticking them on here. Now, say you put them on here and you go, actually, I just want to chop off a little bit down the bottom here while it's already on the board here, because remember, we're messing with them or playing with them on here. So you can crop them down on here, and you do that by getting the select tool, selecting over the top, make sure that you're on the right layer. And you can see the layers over here. You can turn things on and off to make sure you're on the right layer. And then all you do is select the area that you want to get rid of, hit the delete button, and it will get rid of it. And it won't get rid of anything on a different layer. This is the whole advantage of having different layers. Also, what I don't want you to do is drag and drop. When you're dragging and dropping things from one thing to another, it can work, but it'll always come up as a smart object on here. And that means you have to do some more steps to simplify it down, so then you can get rid of it, so or edit it or do anything you like with it. So it's much better doing the way I'm showing you, copying and pasting over, rather than trying to speed it up with just dragging and dropping. So last thing we have to do, File, Save As. And the whole idea is you save it somewhere that you're going to know. So you make your own folder, don't just whack the button. And if you save it as a PSD file down the bottom here, all your layers will be there for next time. But if you have too many PSD files, it'll fill up all your space on your hard drive. And so you come and see me if you've got too many PSDs. But you should have one per board, and that will be more than enough for you to be able to do it. And you've got to make sure that you're saving it somewhere you know. So often people go desktop, make a folder on there and save it into your desktop as a PSD file, and it all works. That should be everything. Thank you very much.